Welcome everyone to session 3 of our Blades in the Dark adventure. Hooray!
Yay!
Oh yeah,
Yay!
baby! Blades in the Dark, baby.
Let's go, baby!
You guys want to introduce yourselves real quick?
Hey, what up? It's me. It's your boy, Bebu-chan. You know where to find me. You know what I do. That's it.
Okay.
You haven't passed over yet, Aaron. Hey, what's up? My name is Solagato. Yeah, slight change from last time. Yeah, I'm doing a little mini rebrand. No new model, just focus. V singer. Yeah, I'm gonna start putting out covers and shit. So
Can I make this joke just this one time?
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure that 3 people already have. No, and 1 person actually mistook my name for it. So go ahead and make the funny cat joke.
It's not a cat joke.
Oh wait, it's not that you might say
No.
Sol El Gato instead.
No.
Wait, what was
No,
it?
no. Can my new greeting to you be
No.
solo arigato?
Alright,
Solo arigato.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. It's been good.
Welcome to my any percent lose a friend.
Did anyone see if that was a gold split from last time? No, you're good. That's funny. Yeah, if you want to do that, that's funny. You can do that.
And then yo, what's up? As you know, your friendly neighborhood edgy boy, Rockna Joe here. And yeah, looking forward to just playing with everybody. It's gonna be a good time.
Nice. Alright. So, last session, the crew decided to expand their territory slightly.
Test. Okay, good. Just ignore me. You're good.
Okay.
I've been having weird stuff happening on Discord, and I just did a test to make sure y'all can still hear me. All good.
Alright, no problem. And yeah, you actually managed to get another piece of turf or surplus caches where you get +2 coin for product sale or supply missions.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you
Nice.
secured the services of a butcher called Margaret who has some questionable things in her freezer.
Oh, I remember that. How could we forget?
How can we forget old Marge?
Oh,
boy.
Marge.
But
If her husband's not called Homer, I'm gonna be mad.
I think her husband might have been the one in the freezer.
That's a sofa.
Oh, homie, get in the freezer.
Oof.
All right. And yeah, some time has passed, and you hear that word on the street from some of your regulars who come to your store is that the Black Lotus, the gang that you have liberated from their hovel, has managed to regain their foothold somewhat and might start to cause trouble now that they've secured their position at some point.
That's what they think.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless we really fuck up, I don't think, I don't think so.
Right.
But who
Joke's
knows?
on-
Based
joke's
on
on
last time, how that the butcher shop almost went.
The black lungs are gonna come over and try to fight us and be like, I don't know, man. I think they might be trying to kiss us. No, that one's got really sensuous lips. They're definitely trying to kiss us.
Yeah.
Don't
Meanwhile,
worry.
Chichin's sitting there like, I've given you no evidence to believe that they would want to kiss you, but sure.
If we ever get attacked, we just set Martha on them. We're all good. We lose enemies and she gets more meat. Everyone wins.
Oh my!
I think I need to clarify. I
I-
don't think Martha's a cannibal. I did some
Okay,
soul
and
searching.
I think we established that at the end of it that we were just being really weirdly paranoid that there were cannibals when in reality
Yeah, like
somebody that crossed them and ended up in a freezer.
yeah, you guys just ran with that.
I just like because Cheechin, you wouldn't tell me and you shouldn't because you need to let me come to my own conclusions as a GM and I like that. It's like, but like we just ran so far with it because you were like you
we
can't really
spent
tell.
so much time.
Like,
being
you
like,
can't really tell.
"Any
And I'm
friendly
like,
people?
oh.
We
in
eating
my,
human
like-
flesh in here tonight?
And my brain just said for that whole session said, all right, we're gonna spend like half of this talking about whether or not these people are cannibals. Cheechin won't tell me.
Yep.
It's just like, are they cannibals? They might be. Cheechin, please.
It made for a good time.
It was.
Oh man. So yeah, what is happening though is that you guys are short on coin, and a payment to Margaret is coming up soon. So that's happening.
That's right. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, and we didn't play
Didn't we-
last
oh,
week, so like we didn't
we-
do anything. We just kind of sat
Oh.
there.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy. I got an
we-
idea.
We gave a coin away too the last time to pay off.
We did.
The...
We
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, so
Respect.
now we have what, none right now? We're 0?
2. You're 2.
Two.
Don't worry. I know an easy way for us to get some coin. Cheechin, you said the Black Lotus are trying to bring back a hold on some territory.
Yep.
Guys, I say we go fuck up the Black Lotus and steal their shit again.
Well, yeah. I'm not
I mean,
opposed to
we
that.
could do that, yeah.
It worked last time.
Worked very well last time.
As far as we know, these guys are just absolute morons.
I mean, let's be
Sure.
honest. They're called the Black Lotus. They watched anime way too many times, and they're like, "Yo, let's do it."
They're clearly isekai fans. We have nothing to fear.
They unironically think ReZero is good. They deserve to be beat up. No.
Oh man.
I
I'm
really hope
telling
the
Merc that
leader.
next time I hit him.
No.
I hope the leader's called Kirito now, please.
Oh no. Oh, that's Sword Art Online.
Exactly.
Hey yo. Oh wait, no, that isn't. Okay, I thought I thought you were implying that Kirito's the protagonist or ReZero. I was like, fake fan. You didn't watch it,
He
guys.
got-
I actually didn't watch it. I really didn't.
Good, you're a better
Isekai.
person.
Kirito got isekai'd.
He did get Isekai, yeah.
Good. Yeah, okay.
Into-
He did.
Good.
So did the Subaru that I drive.
All right. So, you want to mess up the Black Lotus?
Yes,
That's
we
my
did.
idea. That was my absolute no thought idea. I'm open to opinions.
Listen.
I mean, so could we do this like a me and Jimmy do a quick while we had one member out? We could just be like, hey, we need some coin. We're down a person. It's just you and me. Do you want to do this real quickly?
Oh,
Nah,
I was gonna say
we're just gonna
the-
hand wave the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, just because
Gotcha,
of the
gotcha.
situation, I
Yeah.
figured. I remember Cheechin mentioning that. we were
Yeah,
just gonna
you're
hand
all
wave the
together
fact
again,
that
and then
I had stress.
yeah.
If you
All
if you
in this
wanted to, I'm cool with
together.
whatever, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm down. I'm down because I think it'll be funnier for all three of us to
That's fair.
finally use
Yeah.
violence.
Yeah, let's do
Oh
it.
my god. Yo, I get to use my sniper that I built my
Jimmy
entire
woke up,
character on?
chose violence.
Jimmy's like, you know what? I'm real bad at talking, but I sure as fuck am good at hitting.
Oh my god.
Jimmy
that's
hit
funny.
good.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
My name Jimmy. Jimmy Punch.
Me is Jimmy. Me is hit good.
It is hit good.
Uh,
Ooh.
all right,
Okay,
so
so like,
that's
where would be the nearest like Black Longs area then? If
careful. Black Lotus, not Black Logs
Lotus,
are
yeah,
your
yeah,
like,
that's what I
different
meant. That's what I
people.
meant. Yeah.
Yeah, there are lackeys.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It was like Black Lotus, Black Lungs. Me is smart sometimes. So yeah, the Black Lotus. Do we know where like the nearest? I guess.
I mean, it's not difficult to find out, right? They just recently got like strengthened their hold, just kind of put up their position, or how do you say, made their presence known. That's it, right? Kind of flaunting their presence against, like, oh, we're back, we're still here, we're still in business, and so on. So much so that a couple of regulars of yours noticed and can point you in the general direction, or you can just kind of snoop around a little bit and find it out relatively easily, right? So where you need to go or what building you need to hit and such, that's not the problem to find out.
Okay. So we are officially in set up our job mode.
Yeah.
Like set up the gig.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact term. What is it?
It is
The score. The
High
score.
school. Yeah.
Score.
Score. So yeah.
The score.
Gonna score some cash that Margaret's immediately going to confiscate.
Do we have an idea of how much we'd be able to get from beating the shit out of these guys?
Or if we can even get anything from them.
I
We had to
mean,
have something.
yeah, they probably do have something.
It's a matter of what.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the. Do you?
Do they have money?
Yeah.
That's like
better.
if we did the whole thing and then like we get done and then it's like 9 p.m. and we at real time and then we're all like, oh well, we got some bags of like the equivalent of nickels and quarters in this world. That would be a little
God,
awkward when
like-
we go to Margaret to try to pay her off.
Like you come in with 15 socks of pennies.
That's actually our weapon. It's actually our
I was
weapon.
gonna
then
say that's our
swing
new
it.
weapons. Margaret, I know what you're saying. You're saying, why
Jimmy,
don't you bring me
It's a-
my damn money? And the thing is, I got you something better than money. I got these great new weapons. They're called socks full of
It's
quarters.
Jimmy style.
So you take a sock.
We're not actually like a gang. We're just like some teenagers just trying to have a gang war. It's just
Some
like,
teenagers and a 42-year-old man.
he's the actual leader. It's like, yes,
Having-
go.
Oh my
let's-
Having a midlife crisis.
I just want to be cool and hang out with my friends.
Oh man.
My God.
So basically, if you want to do an assault, all you need really is the point of attack. Right? How do you want to go in? Where do you want to hit first?
Oh, I think where you want to hit first is not necessarily where you want to post everyone up, right? Because like
Yeah,
I
but
could
it's
hit
like-
first. Technically, I could have Silas hit first from afar, technically. But then would that give me away?
Yeah, it's kind of like, do you kick
Like
down the
in
front
the-
door, or do you like dig up from the sewers, or I don't know, do you like crash in through the
Oh.
roof, or do you?
What
I
kind of
don't know.
building do we...
Oh, like
Yeah.
where are they? Like where would they be?
They're still in Barrel Cleft, same as you, right? And they managed to find a small house for themselves as well, kind of like you. So they also have like the front store, and then a larger attachment to the back for like, I don't know, business rooms, private rooms, storage, etc.
And these people definitely know what we look like.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have serious beef with you, so
Yeah. It's not like we can just walk in and be like, "Hello there, I am looking to buy some fine clothes." I mean,
Yeah,
I
we
could,
could
but
do
they'll
that
know
and
it's
just
me.
jump
yeah.
You do that, just jump, surprise them.
I mean, oh, where is their place? Is it set up in Night Market, or are they with us over in
They're in Barrel Cleft along with you guys.
Oh. Oh God, yeah,
Oh,
we're in
that's
fucking
right. They're, like,
Barrel
around the
Cleft.
corner.
Oh shit. Yeah.
That's right. They're like around the
fuck.
corner.
Hmm. So, because we're in Barrowcleft, I think we can't just do kick in the door and kick the shit out of them unless we want to get blue shirts
heat.
on us like immediately.
I
Hit
mean,
by
yeah, yeah, kinda.
Hmm. Let's think.
Unless you make it clear that this is like internal trouble, I guess. I mean, remember the blue coats are a gang as well, right? They kind of serve their own interests first.
Oh,
But
right.
it's kind of like a GTA Saints Row type of thing.
And so, like, if
We could also tell Margaret. Because while we know that Margaret, we don't know exactly who the hell Margaret is connected to, we did get the vibe that Margaret is connected to someone bigger.
yeah,
And not tell her, hey, we're doing this because we need to get you your money. But just be like, hey, heads up, we're about to do some hinky shit.
sure.
That could be. I do have a question.
Yo.
Are there any because the Black Lotus they're small, right? They're a new
Yeah.
form. Yeah. Are there any other gangs that are in the night market area that would be like the same status as Black Lotus or not?
Probably. I mean, there's always new gangs on the block that try to make it. Most of them fail, and so on.
Because we could also just attack one of these new guys and take their coin and whatnot, and who knows, maybe even add more people with us.
Just find a random group and just like, this is your unlucky day.
Be like, yo, this is our area. Either you give us some coin, or you're gonna be sent to the hospital.
In another. So are you saying do that instead of beating up the Black Lotus?
Oh no, I'm just saying I'm just saying that as could that be an option? Pretty much.
I mean, sure. If you
Just
can,
like throwing ideas onto the table and be like, okay, how do we want to do this? And there's multiple ways to do it. Just throwing my 2 coins, I should say, into the ring.
So I think because obviously in the fiction, because we're trying to make cool stories, I kind of want to focus on fucking up the Black Lotus as much as possible and like the people we have connections with, because I really want to know what happens, because I'm assuming there's a Black Lotus clock somewhere that we can't see, and I want to see what happens when it gets full.
God.
Lovely clocks that breathe while we don't.
I want to see what happens when we get to pure chaos.
Clocks are breathing more than some of the people in this world, and I kind of like it.
Because I'll say, I think us as characters, we all think we're much better at this than we really are.
Oh, yeah,
so funny.
absolutely. 100%.
We're absolute goons. It's
Our
so
characters think we're so fucking smart, and we're really not.
We are the buff guys at the gym, but really we're just the small time fries.
Oh god.
oh
Yeah.
man.
The clocks are breathing more than the guy in the freezer. That's
Rip.
Rip, whatever
Rip
that
in
guy's name was.
peace.
Yep.
So I've got a question.
Mm-hmm.
I know we've not fully integrated the Black Lungs yet.
Yeah.
Does that mean we're not able to ask, not favors, but just I guess favors? Just give them small tasks?
You can. let me see. The black lungs are two status with you, which means they consider you friends.
Mm-hmm.
So they are willing to do some things for you that might inconvenience them or that might not be of immediate use to them, or just as a favor, but then they kind of expect the same from you in return, etc. You know, a give and take.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we could
yeah,
do
no,
that,
you
no
can
problem.
definitely ask them for stuff. That's
What do we think
possible.
about asking the black lungs? Not all of them, obviously.
Yeah.
Like a couple of them,
Are we
because
asking,
they've
like,
got like a
the-
front in the
are we
front of their
asking, like,
base,
the
right? Just like we
grunts, or
do.
Are we asking, like, are we asking like the lowest of the low of them, or are we asking like the people that handle?
I think there's like 5 black lungs.
Oh, there's only
Yeah.
5. Yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah,
small,
I think
so
they're
guess kind
they're
of
like Chumpo through Chumpo 3.
Okay, so they're
You know,
about
it's
as,
like
they're about as Chump City as we are.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
gods.
All right.
Is it possible to ask for a few of them to go into the storefront of the Black Lotus's new place, do a little bit of distraction while we come in the back and do a little bit of the ultra violence?
Yeah. Yeah, you could do that.
It's gonna be a
'Cause-
Pokemon battle.
I'm going with the full intent. And like Jimmy looks at both you guys and just goes, "Now, I thought after we dealt with this once, they'd be gone, and that's the way that I wanted it to be. But apparently, we did not teach them their lesson well enough. I want both of you to know that when we go in here, I plan for it to be the last time for us to ever have to deal with these motherfuckers again."
Well, Jimmy, I don't have any opposition to that, my friend. I think we could afford to do that. I think that would be a wise investment of our time.
I'm not saying
Okay.
that we're killing anybody, but I am saying I don't plan to leave any limbs in there unbroken.
Yeah, killing
Gotcha,
is gonna
gotcha.
be difficult, but yeah.
We can make them maybe have a hard time breathing after.
I'm breaking every fucking arm and leg that I get the chance to.
Oh my Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my idea. We go in, we have our black lung friends distract, and then Jimmy just needs somebody to get him in. That's all he knows.
Okay.
Sure. Sounds like a plan.
So everyone wants to pretty much like cut ties with the black lungs.
Wait, what?
Is that what's happening? You just want to like
So-
sort of cut ties, or
Jimmy's idea is that because we're already so close, and like I'm sure we're able to tell, we're real close to having the black lungs just stop existing and just joining our crew.
okay.
That this will be just like a show them that we're engaging them with us.
Okay, now I understand. Gotcha.
We're not we don't expect them to do anything. I don't like Jimmy's not expecting them to start fighting in the front. Jimmy's just expecting them to get as many of them out into the front as possible, as fast as possible. So there are fewer people in the back, so that it's easier to break them one by one.
So basically, pawns.
Yeah, or they're like a distraction.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a distraction. They'll probably bolt at the first weapon being drawn, but
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Okay. That definitely sounds like a solid plan. So we could
So we're
totally
gonna
go.
So we're gonna use the black lungs as the distraction.
Yeah.
Okay, make sure.
So, is this operation particularly bold or daring?
Beating up other chumps.
I mean, I'd probably say, could it be both?
I would say so.
I'd say so.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
character. If we're talking about like the difficulty, maybe not like the characteristic of what we're doing. Yes, both of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's my 10 cents.
All right. Does
10
the...
coins, you should say.
I wish we had that many.
Oh man.
I know, right?
Does the plans detail expose a vulnerability or hit them where they're weakest?
I would say yes.
It might if we beat the living tar out of them.
I would actually say it's the opposite. You're hitting them right at
really?
home.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Honestly.
You
yeah.
mean like
If we're
okay,
attacking them.
Yeah.
We're going to
Oh,
them.
okay,
and they're-
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought. Oh wait, a weakness about us or them?
No, expose a
hits them-
weakness on them.
So like hit them where they're weakest, as in like the boss has a daughter and we're kidnapping the daughter.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Not
we're
like-
just
Yeah.
walking straight in and beating their asses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not like
Never
this is where they feel the most secure and we're about to take that away from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would actually say no. You're getting into their territory and fighting on their turf, literally. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid? Well, yeah, we established that. You are using
Yeah,
the
we
black
agree.
lungs.
We're literally using not us.
Yeah.
The
Uh,
boys.
Are there any
The
other
boys.
elements?
Looking through this, no. I mean, they're not a lower tier. I
Not
don't think there's
really.
any district modifier in any here that really changes anything, is there?
I wouldn't really say so. Not yet,
Yeah.
unless you really make make chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're not going in through the front door, right? You're going in through the back door.
No. We're going in through the back door, yeah.
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 Now, question about their building.
Yo.
Is their building a singular building? Like detached from others?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. How close to the buildings next to it is it?
Pretty close. Like there's a small alley where maybe one person can walk through.
Gotcha.
Do firefighters exist in this world? And are the buildings made out of brick or are they made out of wood?
Oh man. Probably a combination of both. Well, in Barrel Cleft, they're probably slightly better because this is an older part of town, so it may have been like built up over time. And so there's
Okay.
yeah,
Setting fire to it is a bad idea then.
probably yeah.
Okay, okay.
In the
I'm not
words
trying to
of
set the
wise-
entire.
In the words of a wise man, fire bad, fire bad.
Hmm?
All right.
I don't think we don't have any of the major disadvantages either, do we?
No, I don't think so.
I target is strong against this approach. Does that count since we're going to their lair?
Well, yeah, I already accounted for that.
Oh shit! Look at you,
Cheating
base
on a
GM,
roll
base
over here.
GM.
So you start with 2 dice. You start with just 1 die and then +1 for your friends, +1 for the bold plan, and then -1 for hitting them at their home, which comes out to 2 dice for the engagement roll.
Nice.
Hell yeah!
All right, so
Let's
let's
do it.
see what you get. A 5. That is
Okay.
a
Ooh.
risky position. So, on as agreed, the Black Lungs do make some sort of ruckus in the front room, pulling some of the security into the store area, and then as you notice that, you kick down the door to the back room, or to the back of the shop, and you are faced with 2 guards standing there. Right?
How
Were
big
we
are
supposed to say what load we're taking?
Yes, sorry. What
No,
load
you're
are you
fine.
Oh,
guys
I was gonna
taking?
say, yeah, I was like, do I
Heavy.
get my gun? Would I get my gun this time?
Yeah, I'm taking a heavy load.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And my rifle count as heavy if I just take my rifle and bullets, or is that medium?
Your rifle counts as 2 load, I believe.
So that's how much is what's the number?
So I mean
dictates-
that could still be light.
Oh, okay.
I mean, do you plan on having
More stuff.
armor?
Hmm.
Like
We haven't kicked on the door yet. Can I position Silas somewhere like afar that has any kind of like range? Can I scout out a spot to like be posted up with a gun, or are we just going like into like somewhere that's not gonna have any windows or whatever else?
I mean it's cramped back alleys from the back.
Oh, okay. Then can I just
Right.
fucking line up on a rooftop that aims down one of the alleys?
If you want to, I
I have
guess.
to roll. I feel like I would have
I
to
mean,
roll for that, maybe.
We're in like urban environment.
Yeah.
Would Silas be okay with being like behind me as I kick in the door? Like not immediately behind me, but posted
but like
up.
further enough back. Oh yeah,
Yeah, so that when the door kicks
Well, yeah,
open,
'cause he
he's
was,
able
like-
to see in.
because he is like ex-military, but also in the city. So like he was posted, and he didn't just have, out in some, bumpkin country wherever. Like, dude's got a little bit of history in different terrain. So yeah, I'd say that he could deal with that.
Okay. So yeah, light, medium, or heavy load for each one of you.
I guess I'll do. And then you said armor is how many if we have it?
No, I don't think you can just get armor like that.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just do light load and take the rifle and some bullets.
Okay, sure.
Oh, I thought armor was just one of those. Oh, is it because I'm a cutter?
Yeah, you get special armor.
Oh. Okay.
What would be a medium for a whisper?
That, I mean, you can just decide as you need it. Right, you have some example equipment, or like most likely to be used equipment on your character sheet.
Wait, that's the items, right?
Oh wait, I see armor now.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, okay. Yes, you can totally just have armor if you're willing to have the load for it. Yeah.
Now, is that another thing that we don't really need to like say we have until the combat, like the use for it
Yeah.
would show up?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. As long as you have load left over, you can
good to go.
just say, "Oh, by the way, I am wearing armor."
Awesome.
So
Okay. Yeah, I'm going in with heavy.
okay. So each box counts as 1 point of load. And you can see light load is 3, normal load is 5, and then heavy load is 6.
Okay. Let me double check that again with the loads. So then with the armor thing,
So if you do
Or
want
not.
the ability to have both your rifle and your armor,
I have to do a normal load.
yeah, you would have to do normal.
I'll do normal load.
All right. I mean, you are basically going into a combat mission, right? So you're
Oh,
not
yeah.
kind of trying to sneak around or pass yourselves off as legitimate business people or so. So you don't
Yeah, I'm-
need light load to be inconspicuous. You can just gear out completely.
Oh, yeah.
All
I'll do
right.
Normal.
So yeah, you see 2 guards standing in that back room, sitting at a table playing dice, and as soon as the door just crashes off the hinges, they're shocked for a moment, but then jump up and pull out their knives and so on. But you guys get to go first, or like Jimmy, who is probably kicking down the door, gets to go
Hell
first
yeah.
because they are still a little bit startled by the sudden burst of action.
All right. So I'd like to use one of my load immediately and mark it towards a scary weapon or tool.
Okay.
So Jimmy kicks in the door. He sees the two fucking dumbasses get up from the table. The dice clatter against the wood. They are shocked. They're going for their knives. Jimmy reaches behind them, pulls out from his waistband. It's got the handle of like a normal ball peen hammer, but the actual hammer bit is just a block of iron. It's not made for any form of actual work, and just by looking at it, you can tell.
Wow.
It looks as if you just took an iron bar, stuck a piece of wood in it, and it is not a fun time.
Okay.
So, Jimmy's gonna run up, and he's gonna try and crack the elbow of the guy closest to him.
All right.
The elbow that's like on the arm going for the knife.
Sure. All right. That sounds like a skirmish roll.
All right.
So it's a risky position, right? That's
Okay.
determined by your engagement. And right now, just standard effect.
Okay. And no bonus dice.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Take a look, see.
Right.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, you do manage to crack that elbow, and the guy shouts with pain. His arm bends weirdly and starts flopping around. And he goes down on his
time.
knees from the pain.
Oh shit!
Ooh, fantastic.
Let's go.
All right. Anyone else want to do something quick?
Yeah, I'll say so. With the, you said that if I use the long rifle and the armor, that will take normal. And then do I have any more space or no? Or is that
You have one more space. But the thing is, you don't need to say that you have armor until you actually need
oh,
it.
until I need it, it's
Yeah.
flexible. I
Yeah.
see. In that case, I'll just take I'll have Silas post it out like just behind Jimmy, like outside the door. And then I'd like to have him check. You said it's like we're in like some back alleyways, like really crammed in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check. Can I check the left and right, like alley?
I mean,
Or do we know that they're all in there?
yeah, I mean, you came from there, right? It's basically, you have the central street, more or less, or
Okay.
a central street where all the shop fronts are. And then you have back alleys where all the back doors are to the storage areas, etc. And you walk through those to get to the back door. And you are now assaulting this house through the back door.
Okay, can I see anybody else? Like, is Jimmy still in my line of sight, or is he out of the way? And can I see other people in there?
I mean, there is the second guard.
Oh, yeah, actually, I'm gonna from the door, like behind Jimmy a decent chunk, I can see the second guard from like, just on the other side of the intersection of the alleys. I'm gonna get set up, like, crouching with my rifle, and aim for this guy's kneecap.
He's inside the house. So I'm not sure. Okay. Picture here is you guys have already kicked in the door to the shop or to
Okay.
the back door. Jimmy rushed in and just whacked one of those guys in the elbow, cracked the elbow in half, and there's a second guy standing inside there who's now drawing his knife.
Oh, okay, so I can't see him from outside.
Well, if you're standing in the door, you can look into the room where Jimmy just rushed in.
Okay, then I'll have him crouching at the door, like
Okay.
in the door. Like he's got like one knee outside the door and one foot inside the door
Sure.
with his rifle. And I'm gonna aim for this guy's kneecap
Okay.
at like pretty close range.
All right. I would say that could be a hunt roll
Okay.
since you're not engaged in the melee yet.
Yeah.
Um,
Position?
is still risky
Okay.
because there is a fight going on inside that room.
Yeah. Standard?
Yep.
No bonus?
No bonus unless you want to push yourself and such.
Nah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna miss probably.
Well, no, you got a 4, which means you do get what you wanted. You kneecap that guy.
Partial success.
Yay. But at the same time,
Oh, he had armor on, didn't he?
what could be a good consequence or a good
Is he throwing that knife as he falls?
Sure. Let's do that. He throws that knife as he
Oh.
falls.
No.
But I would say he's throwing it at Jimmy because Jimmy is the one inside the room, right?
Oh,
Yep.
no.
So if you want, you can resist that. With prowess, right? Or you can say, you know what, screw that. I'm getting armor and just shrugging that off.
Oh yeah, because I don't have hit points. I just remember that.
Yeah, hit points don't exist in this game.
Exist here. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Jimmy would have armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So mark the armor and mark the armor as used in your armor section. And so the knife just kind of bounces off the armor. It hurts a little bit, might leave a bruise later, but it doesn't actually pierce anything or slash anything. So you get away for now.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. And that guy is now also on the floor, just in utter disbelief that his leg is bent the wrong way and kind of hanging on by like 3 tendons.
Shattered kneecaps, baby.
I'm assuming this back room has another door that's leading to, like, as far as we know, another room.
Yeah, it's not just this one room, right? It has a. So this room has 2 doors, right? One leading to the direction of what you think might be the front of the store, and one leading off to the side.
Without even thinking, Jimmy's just gonna look back at John and be like, "John, get the door." And he points towards the door that, like, where the people what we think the front of the store is.
Mm-hmm.
So can I just kick down the door?
Sure.
All right then, I shall kick down the door.
All right. So
Continue.
yeah. So yeah, no problem. You kick it down. Swings
No
open.
roll.
Nah, I mean the
Okay.
door is not resisting you or anything.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you kick it down, and the door opens up into a hallway that does lead to towards the front, and you can kind of see another door
people
half
there?
open on the other end of the hallway, and you can hear commotion coming through there.
Are there people in the hallway?
Not in the hallway, no, but
Okay.
they're definitely the other door at the end of the hallway definitely looks like it leads to the storefront, and there is yet another door to the side in that hallway as well.
Okay, so there's only one door on the side. Okay.
Yeah.
So do we want to head towards the front, or do we want to? We want to head towards the front, correct?
That's for John to decide, man.
Oh,
That's all on John.
Gotcha.
You're taking point now.
Then honestly, I'd say we try and get rid of as many people as we can, so we can, infiltrate better, I guess. So yeah, like less people, just let them crawl around, the better. So, I'd say the room we can see down on the side of the hall.
Yeah. So on the opposite end.
Yes.
All right. So the door is partially open, and you can hear shouting, and like see like people rushing past through the half-open crack, so to speak. And as you go there, you can definitely tell. Yep, this is the storefront, and there are multiple people in there. Do you just barge in, or what do you want to do?
Can we tell if how many are through? Can we tell how many people are through from the crack, or nah?
I mean, they seem to be in some sort of heated argument, so they don't notice you right away. All right. There's a bunch of people.
Can we see through the
Yeah.
crack? And yeah.
Yeah, I mean the door is half open, basically.
Yeah. But
So
do we know like how many people there could be?
a handful, definitely.
Okay. Honestly, since we have a bit of element of surprise, we can just kick down the door again and head in.
Okay.
If it's okay with the other two. Okay with
We're not there.
Oh,
This is
gotcha.
John.
Never mind.
This is John chasing his bliss.
Oh, gotcha. So we're separate. Okay.
Okay.
Then
Then what are the other two doing?
The other guy, I mean, I'm taking the other guy's elbow. I'm cracking it with the fucking with the hammer.
Okay, you're still working them.
okay.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
I run ahead, didn't I?
Yeah, because as far as Jimmy knows, all Jimmy thinks is that you're making sure nothing comes through a door while he's doing this.
Okay, gotcha.
Jimmy
Now
is
I
right
understand.
now like full dog with a bone, like not sensing what's going around him. He's just zoned out, just breaking joints.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so since I'm alone, is there a way that I could go through the other door then?
Sure.
Okay, then yeah, I would rather go through the other door and not go to the storefront and see if I can see anything in the other room.
So the other room is some sort of simple. It looks like a simple living room, kind of. There's like a fireplace, a couch, and then stairs leading up to a second floor.
Gotcha. Can I anything noteworthy in the room, or just like a regular?
I mean, there's like some food strewn around, some various bits of gear, an old clock sitting on the fireplace
Okay.
and such.
And I can see this. I can see the stairs.
Yep.
Correct. Then I'll run up the stairs and see what I can find.
Okay, so upstairs you find another simple hallway with two doors on both on the same side. So this hallway is in the back of the house.
Yeah. Okay.
And the doors are leading to rooms that are probably just in the center, I guess, if that makes sense. Would it help
Okay.
if I drew a map? I don't know if it would help if I drew a map.
Honestly, if you could draw a map, that'd be great.
All right, let me see.
Quick little one.
Yeah,
It doesn't have-
kind of like that. And then you have here, and then you have stairs. Right, and then the second floor is like stairs, and then you have the hallway, and then two doors. like that.
All right. Then I will check out the door closest to me.
All right. So you see what looks to be a simple bedroom. There's a bed in there, and then like a closet, chest of drawers, and a couple of rags or mattresses and such on the floor as well.
Okay. Loading up the sheet.
So
Okay. So nothing else. Basically, nothing of worth. Nothing interesting in there, right?
I mean, unless you go in and thoroughly search it, right now you can't really see.
Okay. I'm not gonna worry about that for now. Can I check the other room then? As
You
well.
sure can.
Okay, then I'll check the other room.
All right, as you open the door, you see that there's light in the room. And as you open it, someone looks up from a desk, has a bit of a confused look at you, like, what? And then recognizes, you don't belong here, what's going on? And then jumps up along with someone else who was standing back towards the corner. And they start rushing at you.
Okay.
I check back. Get it like Czech Republic? Russian check.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
Like,
Jesus.
It was a very dumb
Alright,
pun.
Babu. Alright, Babu. We have a little map now below the ones of like the scenario that we're in.
yeah.
Oh, I know. I drew the red map.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay.
That was Peachin.
Oh my god.
No, I drew it so I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
I love this game.
Oh wait, you can
Oh
do
my
that?
god. I love this game. Woo.
Oh my gosh, you actually can.
Sorry, I had to speed
Ignore
bio. So
this. So yeah,
who's in this section?
This is the extra room that you haven't looked at yet. You're both
Okay.
in this room. Can I ping?
Oh yeah,
I'm
it's
seeing
like
a
little
ping.
circle thing. Yeah,
I'm
there's
seeing
like a
a
little
thing
circle
that
that
moves.
If you
expands.
click the
okay,
yeah.
So I just placed a token, I believe, or something. But yeah, you're in this room,
Okay.
working the two people. This is the
Hell yeah.
storefront, right? And then
Yep.
John just went through here, up the stairs, and is now in this
There's in the
room.
last room. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Silas is currently where still? The back door of the store from when he.
Yeah, like
the back
somewhere
door
here
is-
or so.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And
okay.
John is now facing off against two people. We're not happy to see him there.
Okay. It's a good thing I chose normal loadout. Now, Teachin, can you go over to my character sheet and see if I can do this? Because I'm pretty sure, maybe, but correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay. Yes, but again, you don't need to mark anything until you use it.
Okay, so. Okay, gotcha.
You've got 5 points to spend as the need arises.
Yeah. All of you have
Okay.
Schrodinger's backpack. Right? You're like a
Okay.
magician with the hat. It's like, this hat is 5 bags big, 5 bunnies big, and then you reach in and you pull out a brown bunny, and then you reach in and you pull out a goose or something,
Okay,
because
so you
it's
mark it-
Christmas dinner.
To indicate
My
that.
bag has
Okay.
6 guns.
So you can unmark everything and just say, all right, I want to have this right now. So you have whatever it is, and everything
Can I-
else is like in limbo.
Can I kind of break the rules a little bit and then be like, can I keep those just so I know what I have on me?
I mean, that
And
wouldn't
if
be
there's-
breaking the rules. That would just be
Because
you putting a
There's a
handicap.
description. There's like descriptions, and I can just write out like using this or in use or something like that.
Again? Sorry.
Oh no, because there's you can write like descriptions like right underneath
Yeah.
them, so I could just put in like in use or something like that.
Oh,
If
on,
you
in my audio, you just roboted out when you said what the thing you could do with that was.
Oh, gotcha.
Sure, you can, but that's kind of like putting a handicap on yourself,
Okay, gotcha.
right?
Okay.
Like the lightning hook, for instance, is used against ghosts and spirits.
Yeah.
So, unless you meet a ghost or spirit, the lightning hook is probably going to be completely worthless.
So okay.
Right? And then you'd just be standing there with your hook and being like, ah ha ha ha, I chose this. Yay.
But what about the two pistols right here?
I mean, those you can say, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
You're using
that's
them,
okay.
right? Because you're probably using them right now.
Yes, and that was the plan.
Yeah. But like everything else you're not using right now, you can just say, okay, uncheck that and then,
Okay.
right? Because if you uncheck that, you might be able to say, oh, by the way, I still have some load left over. I can have armor, or I can have something else, a lantern or whatever.
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Now I understand. Okay, thank you. So yes, two pistols.
Okay. So I'm assuming you just kind of tell them to reach for the skies.
Pretty much, they run towards me, get the pistols up, and I just say, "Yeah, don't move."
I mean, it's pretty close quarters, so they're kind of taking their chances and rushing at you anyway.
If they keep rushing, I'm probably gonna shoot.
All right.
See if I can forgetting the word, but basically not allowing their legs to move anymore.
Okay.
But not killing them.
Yeah. Okay.
Crippling the limb.
Cripple. Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
So that would be a skirmish roll.
Skirmish. All right.
Right. And it would be a desperate position because it's 2-on-1. They are rushing at you.
Desperate. Okay. And then.
And
standard.
remember.
Standard.
Yeah, standard effect.
Yeah. And we're gonna say, Bebu.
Before you roll, just remember, failure is not a bad thing, because when you fail, you get to mark experience.
No, you don't. That's only in Dungeon
Oh
World.
shit! No, fuck, you're right.
I thought you were gonna say because it will lead to funny moments in the story.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought the exact same thing.
That's also true.
And then you went into actual game mechanics, and I was like, oh.
And not even the correct game mechanics.
Not the
Yeah,
correct
that too.
game.
I
Wrong
have
game.
like the angel and demon on my side, like Jimmy the angel. Remember, you get experience, and then it's like, wait, no, you don't.
You get experience in your character's mind.
And then so no bonus dice, correct?
I mean, that depends. You can push yourself, or you can take a devil's bargain.
Can I push myself?
Sure.
Okay, and then just do I push the
So that's 2 stress.
to stress? Okay, let me just make a note of that real fast.
You have a stress bar on your
Yeah.
character sheet.
I just know I can't do it right now. So is that one bonus die?
I can mark it for you. Here.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and then 1 bonus die.
One bonus die, gotcha. And then submit.
Yep.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh,
Oh no.
well.
So, your shots, because you had to pull out your pistols this quickly, and they are basically on top of you by the time you could level them properly. They kind of go wide, and don't really hit what they're supposed to hit. So they manage to go on you with their knives. So And one of them actually manages to push his knife through your ribs. Now, what you can do is you can resist that and lower the severity of the harm. That would be a level 3 harm that you get. And you can lower it to level 2. And if you want to say, actually, I'm wearing armor, you can lower it another level. Or you can just use one of the two.
What happened? So, what's the catch for the first one?
The first one is you roll your prowess. And you gain stress minus whatever you rolled.
Gotcha. Okay. Then could I say I have just one armor? Or, yeah, just.
Yeah, then you have armor? Sure. So you tick the 2 boxes for armor?
Oh, the 2. Gotcha.
Yeah. And
Okay,
then mark the use for armor. Armor use is right next to that. No, it's next to the healing clock. It's on the left.
Healing. Oh.
Here.
Oh. Okay. Gotcha. Armor use. Okay.
Yeah.
So just armor.
Yeah. So that will
gotcha.
lower it to minus a level 2 harm.
Okay.
Now you can still choose to resist it if you want. Would you rather have a knife in your ribs or would you rather have some stress?
Honestly, just stress then, yeah.
Alright, so roll your prowess.
Prowess. Okay, and then desperate.
That doesn't really matter at this point.
Okay, so I'll just do risky then.
Yeah.
Standard. And then 1 bonus dice.
No bonus die.
Okay, 1 no bonus die. All right.
That was prowl. You roll prowess.
Oh, okay. So gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So just no bonus dice. Okay. Oh
All right.
man.
So you only take 1 stress,
Nice.
and instead of a punctured lung, you have cut to the ribs.
Okay.
So what you do is in the harm box, in one of the level 1 boxes, you write cut to the ribs.
In which one?
Like do you see the harm table?
Yes.
Yeah. And you have 2 boxes for level 1 harm. on the
Okay,
bottom.
so level 1. Just
Yeah.
just cut to ribs.
Yeah.
Cut. Okay, gotcha.
All right. And you also get 1 experience in prowess because of the desperate roll. Awesome.
I is learning.
Yes. All right. So you managed to just barely escape what would have been a really, really bad health situation. And are now being pushed out of the room by the 2 people who are still on you. So the other 2, I don't know if they're gonna come for help. What are the other 2 doing?
So
Can
this
they
is this
hear-
right here like a ledge, like an overlook
Uh,
of the second floor down into this room?
no, this is the other door. Like in the back room with the
Oh, right,
guards, there were 2 doors.
right. Yep. Okay. Jimmy ain't heard shit. So Jimmy don't know.
Yeah.
Like if you want to shout for help.
Have I successfully worked this guy over? Have I broken the joints of these 2 guys?
I would say so. I mean, they're not really in any position to defend themselves at this point.
All right, Jim's gonna get up and walk up
Can
to this
I-
door and kick it in.
Okay.
All right. So you see a storeroom in there. It's just packed full of crates and like a hanger or like a hanger bar with like various cloaks and such. and a couple bags and such. So basically just a very dusty storeroom.
But it doesn't look like where they keep the product. Actually,
could-
what the fuck did the Black Lotus do?
Isn't it something about tea, and that's why we named him that?
Yeah, something about tea.
Yeah, I thought it
Exactly.
was something about tea, and then Bebu, you were literally the one that came up with a name for him for that.
No, that was Black
No.
Lungs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I did not pick a name that was distinct enough from Black Lotus. I
Yeah.
realized this. Okay, I made
Yeah.
a mistake.
Okay.
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 So,
Fair enough.
like cursory glance, does this look like it like anything to do with drugs?
Possibly. I mean, this looks like there's a lot of movement going on in here, like a lot of shifting things in and out.
And I don't like see another door out of here.
No.
Okay. So question about items. It says that like italics don't count for load.
Mm-hmm.
So that means I can just have these things on me.
Yes.
Cool. Jimmy is going to close the door and use the manacle and chains, or the manacles and chain to close the door and keep it locked closed.
The storeroom door?
Yep. As far as Jimmy knows, that's where all their valuables are, and Jimmy's the one with the key.
Okay.
They want to get back to their shit. They're gonna have to fucking talk to Jimmy.
So as you busy yourself with that, what is Silas doing? Silas just saw Jimmy work those two with his special iron hammer and make all of their limbs bend in funny ways.
Jimmy calls it the block.
The block.
I'm Jimmy from the block.
It's the special yoga training.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Silas, what you doing?
I'm gonna have yeah, I was trying to get a like foot in the door, literally in the story and figuratively. There's a lot going on. So I'll say, yeah, can I hear, and or is it just close enough that I can see like where they went in?
Who?
Oh, they split up. So like,
Oh, shit.
so like Jimmy
I am
went a
right.
different way than.
I mean,
I am
you're
here.
you're both in this
there.
room.
Okay,
Right.
and then
You're like here.
You,
John
you could see Jimmy the whole time, unless you move further into the house.
okay, you said where's John?
John is upstairs.
Stairs. I'm not with
Oh,
you guys.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not with
And-
you guys.
And as far as I know, there's nothing stopping you from
Yeah.
saying while I was breaking these guys, you went to do something else. Because
Yeah.
it would,
Mm,
unless you were
And you-
just sitting there watching me do this.
And you also
Uh,
can't hear. You really
can't
can't,
hear
hear
upstairs.
skirmish from upstairs. So yeah.
I mean,
All right,
nothing
then
big
I-
has happened upstairs. If you shout, someone might
Yeah.
hear.
okay. These guys are already pretty bashed up from Jimmy, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. And there's nobody else that we see yet.
Not
Or
in
only in the
this
back
room.
of the store. There's like there's like a small hallway. Is that door that's like right across from where we came in, like looking straight? Yeah, right there. Is
It's
there a
open.
door right there? Or
Yeah.
It's just straight open.
It's open because John
Oh, okay,
went through
so
there.
You can see down it. Oh, that's the stairs.
Yeah, I didn't close the doors, so you could see a potential trail.
Yeah, like
So-
up there left and then turn around. Okay.
So let me try and do this. So John went and then he just kind of disappeared from your view.
Okay. What is this red line to the left of the front door? Is that another door that leads into a side thing?
Left of the front door.
Not the front door, sorry, the alley we came in. That like red line with the two notches. Is that a door? Is that an opening? right,
This is a door. This is a door. This is a door. What is that?
There's a six.
I'm learning how to don't just ignore me.
Yeah.
I'm
There's a six.
learning how to do things.
This is the storeroom. This is the back room. This is the hallway. Right. This is the,
Oh,
the
okay. I'm gonna
storefront.
say Go to the. I'm gonna
Right.
walk up the hallway and then check that door in the middle of that hallway that's between the store and the alley.
Yeah, so that just leads into the living room as well. right, with the
Oh,
couch and such, and the stairs. You can see the stairs leading up.
There's nobody in there.
Nope.
Oh, because you went up through that way.
Unless you actually follow John.
How do I get
somewhat.
into the storage room? Can I go into the storage room?
The storage room is currently being locked up by Jimmy.
Oh, it's locked. Okay, that's why. Okay. So I'm just gonna follow Jimmy at this point.
Well, okay. So I guess you're just hanging out down here for now.
While
I
I'm
mean, I'll
breaking
keep watch-
people.
Yeah, I'll keep watch at the alleyway, like to make sure that there's nobody coming for.
I mean, I will say midway through breaking people, if you are if Silas is just sitting there, Jimmy will just like while holding one of the guy's wrists, he's screaming in pain. Jimmy will look back at you while holding the block. Go, the fuck you doing with your dick in your hand? Go do something, and then break the elbow of the guy.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess I'm gonna have him go upstairs with. I'm gonna have him go upstairs.
All right. So you go upstairs, and you see just in time that what's his name? John stumbles backward out of that door.
Shit.
With a knife just kind of glancing off his armor and leaving a bad cut. Right, so you kind of see, yeah, there's definitely blood oozing there, and John is not looking like he's having a good day. He just kind of fired both pistols into that room, and there's a dude coming out with a knife, not looking happy, and then there's another dude coming out with an axe, also not looking happy, and it's a fun time. So you're standing at the top of the stairs here, right? And this is kind of what you're witnessing right now.
Okay. So I can see. I just saw John like pushed back through the door. I can't.
Yeah, back
see
into the
guy from
hallway, and
can't
now
see
while the guy has his knife against John's ribs,
Oh, okay.
right? And he just managed to not get eviscerated.
I'm gonna have Silas crouch down and aim for this guy's. I'm gonna say his hip.
Okay.
No.
So that sounds like a hunt roll.
Okay. Let me pull up character sheet. I had to get it. It's like kind of big. I didn't make it small. I just made it too big. It covered up the mask. You said a hunt roll again?
Yeah.
Risky.
I would actually say desperate because this guy's right up against.
Oh, he's about to kill John with a knife.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Standard.
Yeah, standard effect.
Any bonus dice?
Unless you push yourself or so.
I'll push myself because this is a little important.
Okay.
That's
or
one
you
stress.
can accept the devil's bargain. Either one.
Do I want to make this interesting in Devil's Bargain for once? I don't think we've done that yet.
I feel like Tejan just wants us to devil's bargain.
I mean, at some point you might have to because you run out of stress,
depending
right?
on the stress thing. Yeah, I'll just. How much stress would it give me?
2. Pushing
Alright, I'll do
yourself is always 2 stress.
I'll do it.
Okay.
And that's how many bonus dice or none?
1.
1? Okay. Yeah, screw it. All right.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So you do get that 6.
Okay.
Nice.
Alrighty. Yeah, just aim at his crotch.
Let's go.
So yeah, you do it. You hit that bastard in the hip, and you can. After that gunshot, you can hear the bones crunch, and the guy who was just about to lunge again at your buddy, he just goes down in a scream of pain. Right. Just falls onto his side, screams some more because he just fell onto his shattered hip. And the guy in the back finally notices you. I quickly looks at, what's happening here? Sees that you are the dude with the big rifle, and John is the one with the cut wound, and starts rushing at you.
So the person who was that was on me was the one that got shot, correct?
Yes.
Make sure.
Yeah. Make sure to hunt to mark experience, by the way.
Call me.
Yeah.
Where?
I think hunt belongs to insight.
Oh, okay, and that is into insight or into hunt?
Into insight. You cannot mark experience into the actions
that's
immediately.
like okay.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you do, John? Do you do anything? Silas, do you do anything as this guy now charges at Silas with his axe?
Can I do something? Even though I, just got
I mean,
stabbed in the ribs.
yeah,
I, like,
you're not completely disabled, right? You managed to shrug it off pretty well.
So then, could I shoot? And can I point my 2 pistols and aim it at the guy's legs
Sure.
as he's lunging towards
Silas.
Silas, thank you.
Yeah, sure. You can do that.
Okay, then yes, please.
Okay, that's another skirmish roll.
Should I wait, or can I, in tandem with him, try to like do some kind of evasive maneuver? Like
You
that?
can assist him.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
That is what, 1 stress?
Yeah, that would be 1 stress for you, and a bonus die for John.
I'll do that.
That'd be up to you.
I'm at
Okay.
I'll help.
So, what would it be? Risky or desperate?
Yeah, no, this is risky now. You're not in any immediate danger. You're actually... No, it's still shooting in melee and such. It's a cramped hallway, so it's still risky. Yeah, it's still risky.
I'll say that me dodging is attempting to help him get a clearer shot at the crazy axe-wielding guy.
Okay, sure.
And then standard?
Yeah.
Standard, and then so I get 1 bonus die.
Yeah, you can also still push yourself for a second bonus die.
And that's just, what, 2 stress?
Yep.
2 extra stress?
Guess it depends how much you like me.
The kids say YOLO. I add 2 more stress to that.
Okay.
Kids say.
So,
Oh my god.
am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, I don't know. Maybe in 2018.
Not the kids.
Oh my god.
I'm the adults now. I don't know what the kids say.
I definitely do.
The kids say this is fire.
That the adults
I don't know.
Alright, so that's 2 bonus die, right?
Yeah, no, this is rad. Cool beans.
No, that's what the boomers say, Cheechin.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So 2
Oh,
bonus,
Yeah,
bonus
2
die?
bonus dice.
Okay. Submit.
Okay. So, partial success.
Yay!
Nice, nice.
I'll deal with it. No stress, no gain, am I right?
All right. Let's see. I would say, all right. Yeah, you managed to hit his legs as he's running because you have 2 pistols, no problem. And he kind of goes down. He's not completely out for the count yet because he's, hit in the legs.
But he ain't moving. He won't be like, man, I want to use my legs again.
Yeah, he won't be. I mean, his legs aren't like destroyed or anything, right?
Yeah,
he's
but
hurt.
If he wants to get on, if he wants to use his legs, he's going to be in a lot of pain.
Yeah, but as a complication, with all of that shooting that's been going on, the people in the front room, in the storeroom, you hear heavy steps coming up the stairs. Several sets of heavy steps coming up the stairs. Hello?
Hello?
Sorry.
Hello, yeah,
You're good.
You're good.
Oh, okay.
My bad. I spaced out.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh my
so...
It's been a long couple of days.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Sorry, could
So
you repeat that? My
basically,
bad.
they go from the store down the hallway and
Up the stairs.
Up the stairs. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's Jimmy then?
He's still in the back room locking up the door. He just finished locking
Yeah.
up the door.
There's more guys coming up the steps now.
Yeah, there's more guys coming up now.
Oh, I should have thought about the fact that I'm literally firing a rifle.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
was
I thought
just
about
in here,
that.
Like, well, yeah, I mean, he's kind of just coming in here opening fire. Like, maybe that would be
Jimmy's
loud.
entire
Yeah.
mindset was, "I should tell this guy what to do. He's some kind of military. He knows what he's doing."
Oh, yeah.
Can Jimmy hear the footsteps?
I mean, Jimmy can probably even see them running through the hallway and into whatever other room is like Jimmy hasn't seen yet. Right, because he can look down the hallway, or he can kind of like just bend a bit. It's like, oh, hey, people. Right. So yeah, you also know what's going on. You definitely know that there's a lot of ruckus upstairs, a lot of shooting, and a lot of more people gonna be upstairs soon.
All right.
Can we kind of hear? Could we guess how many people?
Several
vague
sets.
Gotcha, okay.
So not a whole group, not a huge group, but like enough to not be like a cakewalk, essentially.
So like 4 people then.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And I mean, the first one is basically at the top of the stairs now, and Silas can see him pretty quickly. Being at the top of the stairs as well.
Okay. Oh shit.
So
the
Silas has the high ground. So we should have.
so
For now.
The guy that Joe's character John just partially took care of. It's like he's not a problem right now for either of us.
I mean, he's still swinging. He's not going to be running anywhere, but if you don't watch out, he might just limp up to you and whack you with the axe.
So he's like one of the crawlers from the zombies.
Yeah.
I guess.
If I ignore them too long, well, it's like they've got their their legs blown off, so like they're crawling at you with their arms. So like, okay, yeah, like if I ignore them too long, they'll catch up to me.
Yeah, something like that. Or if you're distracted and fighting someone else.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, Silas is gonna rely on that old-fashioned trust and say that John's gonna watch his back, and then downstairs with the gun. You said I can see 2 people lined up walking up.
I mean, one of them is basically at the top of the stairs already, and there's more people behind him.
I'm gonna aim my rifle like down the steps and try to line up and hit as many people with this bullet as possible. Like I'm gonna try to get collateral damage.
Try to ricochet the bullet.
Oh no, if they're coming, it's cramped stairs, right? It's tight stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you saying it was tight stairs, so I mean they don't have much room to be anywhere except for in a damn cramped
I mean
line.
it's about as wide as, like, a little bit wider than one person, so you know.
Oh,
So basically, they're on a line.
Yeah.
Oh, I can get collateral with that. Yeah, I'm gonna aim for like, I'd say
Center mass.
maybe the first guy is like just below. Well, we're not trying to kill him, are we? We're just trying to beat him up.
No, we do not want to murder
Yeah,
people because
no
bodies
murder.
are hard to deal with.
Oh, and then ghosts. Oh.
Yeah. No, so
Okay, then I'm gonna aim like
no ravens.
I'm gonna aim between the guy's like thigh and knee, so like down this leg, and then try to hit as many people that low in collateral as possible.
Okay. So yeah, that's a for now I will still count this as hunt because you're not fully engaged yet. It's risky, and for what you're trying to achieve, right? Hitting several people at once, the effect would be limited.
Yeah.
What you can do is you can trade position for effect. So you can say, screw this, I'm making a desperate roll, and instead increase the effect by 1. And after you're done with the roll, you can also push yourself another time and increase the effect 1 more time.
I do also have sharpshooter that I can keep in mind that I can use as
Make a range at extreme distance.
Oh wait, never mind. I just realized it's at extreme distance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this is I'm playing like I have a shotgun in my hand.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's tough. I just want a situation where we're not in close quarters, so I can.
Well, you could use Unleash a Barrage of Rapid Fire to suppress the enemy.
Oh yeah, actually, that is a category of it. And then
Yeah.
I can use that once a session.
No, whenever you push yourself.
Oh, whenever I push myself.
Yeah.
With rapid fire, when it says a barrage, am I gonna like? Is it gonna be uncontrolled and like I might hit them somewhere I'm not supposed to if this fails?
That could be a potential consequence, yeah.
Then I'm not gonna use sharpshooter, but I'll push myself again.
Okay.
And do the, I guess, risky. Yeah, I'm not gonna use the position thing, but I will
Okay.
push myself for a bonus die.
All right. Is John gonna help out in any way? Or is Jimmy gonna help out in any way?
Yeah. So, as Silas is lining up the shot, Jimmy, seeing all those people rush up, throws the door open behind him, gets to the bottom of the stairs, and then just, as he sees them rolling up, he sees Silas start fucking aiming down the barrel, and Jimmy just goes, "Motherfuckers!" Screams as loud as he can. Stop!
Wow.
Can I roll command?
You don't have to roll. You just take one stress. And Silas gets the bonus.
Can I try to do command to make them stop?
Ooh.
To just make them stop in there, even for just a moment, so that they are still targets instead of moving targets.
Okay.
Be like a
Sure. Sure, you can try that.
Okay. And risky, effect standard.
Yeah.
And then oh yeah, my thing is already calculated into it. Look at that 333.
Oof.
can that be 9, please?
Oof. So that didn't go too well. Yeah, that's just a failure. I would say that causes such ruckus, it actually distracts Silas.
Oh fuck!
Oh fuck!
And now puts him into a desperate position
I'm so sorry, Jimmy's trying. Jimmy's trying.
as he
doing
tries
his
not
best.
to hit Jimmy, who's also down the stairs now.
Bruh.
Jimmy doing his rude bestie.
Oh, how bad is this about to be for me?
You got up
mean-
until the top of the stairs. I gotta get to you first. You just don't get hit.
You can still, or John can try to. Help somehow.
John like, even though he has a stab wound, can like he walk or run up and like try and assist fire as well?
I mean, you don't have a stab wound; you just have a cut.
Okay,
Right.
well, then yeah.
So-
So I can still run, right?
Yeah, you're
Make sure.
basically
make
no problem.
Okay. So yeah, I could run up and I can have I'm terrible with names. Please help me out.
Silas?
Silas, thank you. I can. Are you on your knees right now, Silas? Or are you
Probably.
standing?
You said my knee busted?
No.
No, are you on your knees? Like, are you like
Oh,
Crouching
crouching?
up on your knees.
Yeah, I want to say I'd like him to be crouching because it might help with the
Okay.
aim a little bit, but
Because
especially if he's aiming for the legs.
because then I could like stand close behind and go from top.
All right. So you assist Silas in this endeavor. So you take one stress, and Silas gets a bonus die.
Yay, more stress.
Oh, do I do 2 for that I just did? With pushing myself?
Yeah, pushing yourself and getting help, you get 2 bonus dice.
Okay. So I am still rolling a hunt roll, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. I just forgot because so much shit happened before I rolled.
Yeah, and it's a desperate limited.
Desperate limited. Oh shit. Alright. Said 2 bonus dice?
Yep.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh god.
Oh
I did
no.
not we did not just expel that many resources for me to get cucked.
Oh,
We did. Yeah, we did.
we're not dead.
You're not dead.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna maybe hit somebody else with a bullet.
Um,
Oh god. That's bad.
I mean, you already have reduced effect, right? You already have limited effect. I don't think that's really good. And you are shooting the guy who's running up the stairs first, so it's unlikely he's gonna get to you. But what is gonna happen is you're gonna get to him. His eyes roll back in his head, and he just collapses down the stairs like a sack of potatoes.
Oh no.
And all of you hear dong.
Oh no.
Oh my god, wait. You said whose legs
He's
like a sack of
dead.
potatoes? No, oh no. Oh. Alright, well.
That definitely stopped the other 2 in the tracks, though. For now. Also because they kind of have to push past their dead buddy.
Yeah.
And are they gonna like flinch at all? Like
I mean,
like that one of their buddies just died, or
yeah.
I mean, are they gonna stop for a second? Like, can we just like, can one of us just be like, wait, stop?
Well, yeah, you would have the opportunity.
All right, I'm just gonna say stop. Like, I'm gonna like have Silas stop. Shout. It's like shout. Stop.
Okay.
This was not the intention.
I'm sorry.
We did. We need to. Like, he's like definitely dead, or he's like able to be taken.
We heard the ding.
dead.
Shot this guy in the fucking face.
Oh, that's how bad it. Yeah. Oh man, just like headshots, kaboom. Like,
Yeah.
flying on the wall. Oh god. Oh no. This is so bad. Shit. Oh. I mean, like, maybe I'm just gonna have like Silas not like put his hands up, but like lower his weapon.
All right. I mean, there's 2 guys left on the stairs, right? One of them is basically now trying not to collapse under the weight of his buddy, his former buddy. And the other one has Jimmy in his back. Right? So they're kind of like trapped in there with no way to go. So they're not actively trying to assault you guys right now as well. They're kind of taking a bit aback that someone would actually murder one of you or one of them.
So as Silas says, stop. Let me just read you something from Jimmy's sheet. Jimmy's anger gets the best of him sometimes, even when it leads to trouble.
Uh-oh.
Jimmy's gonna walk up the stairs to the guy closest to Jimmy, and he's gonna just crack his knee out from underneath him.
Okay.
Jesus.
I think that doesn't need a roll at this point.
Fucking mess.
All right.
Yeah, because the whole situation is a mess right now, and you're just kind of walking up there and just whacking the dude from behind, and it's...
Oh, yeah, so the goal is Jimmy is going up there, and he is incapacitating the people in his way, and he is immediately grabbing the body.
Okay.
He looks at Silas. Can I see John from where the body is?
Yeah, John came up there as well to help, right? So yeah, you can see both of them up there.
Focus on the job. I'll take care of this.
Will do.
And Jimmy's gonna pick this guy up while he's walking down the stairs, take everything out of his pockets.
All right.
And for I guess the next little while, Jimmy is going to be walking him to the end of this alley.
Okay.
And dropping his body there.
All right.
Jesus.
Yeah, you basically have a limited amount of time now until the death crow finds the body, right? So
question.
Yeah.
The death crows. When the death crows come and then I'll never remember their names, the crow folks. When the crow folks show up.
Yeah, the crematorium people, yeah.
The crematorium people, is it like the entire block is shut down, or is it they are just there to go grab that body and get the fuck out?
No, I think they're just there to grab the body.
Cool. Great. That's what Jimmy's doing then. Jimmy is running to get this body as far away from this fucking building as possible.
Okay.
And it's more so Jimmy is not taking that body and putting it in the alley. Jimmy is going to take that body and he is going to place it in the middle of the street with the hands cross the chest, eyelids closed. He's going to say a little prayer and then he's going to go back.
Okay.
In Jimmy's mind, he is going to make this as easy as possible for the crematorium people to see this and take care of this problem, not go into the alleys, get into anyone's business. They're just going to grab it and get out.
All right. Okay. Sure. That works.
That's what Jimmy's doing for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah. So what are the other doing? I mean, everyone has now been basically incapacitated. The dude,
Okay.
right? The dudes on the stairs have no more knees. Right? They're crumpled at the bottom of the stairs now. Right? Everyone's basically just like, yeah, I'm not willing to die for this. It's not gonna happen. And yeah.
The two that we both incapacitated, the ones that are just like on the ground, could we like check them and see if they have anything on them, or will they just not allow it?
Yeah, you can now basically decide if you want to do a full sweep of the store, like loot everything possible, or if you want to do it quick. Do take note, you did make quite a bit of noise. You did murder someone. Right? So, there might be more attention than you want at some point.
Could we just like check these two, the ones that are on the top floor with us, and just like get out of there? Do it real quickly.
You could. I would say though, and this is kind of maybe a little bit of scoundrel knowledge, the people themselves probably don't have a lot of stuff on them. You know, if you're robbing a store, you don't rob the clerk, you rob the register.
Do you want to, can we like check the rooms and do a search?
Sure.
Then?
I would say you guys have time to search one room each before things start getting dicey. So
and so by things getting dicey, that means like it's time for Blue Coast to show up.
Yeah, because the bell was heard, right, to everyone close by. So some people on the street may have heard it as well. They definitely heard the gunshots. Right. So Bluecoats might start showing up once they have enough people and feel confident going in. Right. Into
all right, so Silas, do you want to check the room at the very end, or do you just want to just get out?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, let's do the one at the end.
Because the one at the very end was the one with the two people.
We gotta get something out of this. That's
right.
Like,
yeah, that was the room where the two people were. So,
I mean, like I said, each one of you can search a room, so you can split up if you want.
Oh, then we should do that then.
Yeah, then I'll just have Silas go to that back room, and then you can
Okay.
have somebody else go
Okay.
somewhere else.
So this one. John, where are you going?
Then I'll do the opposite room then.
This one? The bedroom?
Search. Yes.
Alright.
The one that's Silas is not doing.
Alright. So, the bedroom doesn't have too much in it. Right, a couple of personal stash things. All in all, you get about 2 coin in total.
Okay.
From all the personal things that are in there. The office, however, the office has a coffer, a small coffer, full of money.
Ooh.
Right, which is where let me see what the coin equivalents are roughly, real quick. Book where you have so many pages. So yeah, that one contains 6 coin, along with like the coffer and whatever else like valuable things you find in the office amounts to 6 coin.
Ooh, it was worth it. I don't care about that.
Coin, nice.
I don't care.
Well, would that be,
Suck it. We got the
would
coin,
that be
baby.
8 coin then with the 2 that I found?
Yeah, so 8 in total. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, 8 coin, yo.
And you can now start hearing a lot of commotion happening on the street. Right, orders being shouted, people being like crowd controlled, I guess is the term, right? So if you don't want to get caught red-handed, now would be the time to leave.
We need to head out. Yeah, we need to
All right,
run.
we're leaving. Get the hell out.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I would say that was a successful score. Kinda.
I mean,
I'd say we did a good job.
the most
Consequences
important
later.
people lived. All right, the most important people lived. So I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. Some people lived, not all.
Like I said, the most important people did.
Yeah. All right.
And
So-
so we were able to leave without just. We were able to leave, and that was it. Just cleared.
What is cleared? Sorry.
That just it's all clear. We're all good now.
Yeah, if you leave through the alley and just kind of disappear through the back ways, yeah, you can get
Okay.
out in time.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you get 8 coin in loot, which is really amazing. Now,
Swag.
now your crew coffers can only hold 2 more coin, which means you can probably divide the remaining 6 coin amongst yourselves. Right. Because you just cannot store anymore in your hideout. Like reliably, securely store anymore. Right.
Makes sense.
Right. So
So
you have 2 coin additionally in the stash or
Swag.
in the crew, and then everyone gets 2 coin into their personal wallets.
The coin area
Add
on the sheet.
2 coin.
Yeah, not the stash area, but the coin area. Stash.
On our character sheets, do we have a coin area?
Yep.
Add that on
It's all the way with the armor area, etc. All of that.
Okay. Okay, in the armor. Okay.
Oh,
so-
armor. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, some of mine reset. I think because didn't I have coin last time, or did we have to use some of it?
No, none of you had coin.
None of us had coin. Okay,
Yeah.
you said each of us get how
No.
many? 2.
2.
2.
Okay.
It's in the armor, correct?
Yeah.
Can't really see it.
So you have your harm table, and then you have your healing clock, your armor, and then this big thing with a lot of gray boxes.
Okay.
Right, and
And
yeah,
it's just-
exactly.
Okay, gotcha. So we can only hold up about 4
Yeah.
coin person. Gotcha. Okay.
You can put coin into your personal stash, but that is savings. So
Gotcha.
you got it tucked away or you got it invested somewhere, and that is for your lifestyle, for when you retire and such. And it's much more difficult to get coin back out of your stash to liquidate
Gotcha.
assets. All right. Now, heat. I would say this was pretty chaotic. Right. This was
Yeah.
pretty loud and chaotic. And
I guess.
someone died.
Smile.
So
Smile.
so you get 6 heat for that.
Yeah, that makes
Um,
sense.
So you're pretty close to getting a wanted level. That's something to consider.
You said like 6 heat, or the crew to, like, it's the
The
is it in the
crew.
character sheets or
No,
crew as
it's
a
in the
whole?
crew
Oh,
sheet, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So we put. Okay. So we put. Okay.
Oh, we have wind down actions that can
Yeah,
handle that.
yeah, you can. And then you get entanglements, right? Something happened. It's still 0 dice because you have 0 wanted level. Let's see. 4. You have more than 6 heat for demonic notice or show of force. Let's see what this is.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What is a show of force? Well, no, you just took care of the faction that
They're gone.
yeah, they're basically gone.
Yes.
Right.
That was explicit. And do we get their territory?
You would have to secure it.
Okay.
So I
Gotcha.
would
We
say
can do
that
that.
would be another score
separate.
to secure
Okay.
the territory and to make sure everyone knows this belongs to you.
Gotcha.
I would say demonic notice. So
Ooh.
So John, being the whisper and having recently been near a scene of death, gets a visit in his dreams by a demonic presence
Let's go.
Oh my god.
who is very interested in your activities and would like to would like to be in the loop. I would like to kind of keep an open line, you know, kind of just have friendly chats every now and then, a bit of give and take, and wouldn't mind keeping an eye on your crew in return, and
All right then.
maybe helping you out a little bit. So you accept? You can talk this through with the others if you want.
I would like to. I mean, I would probably just say all I could probably say is let's see what happens to it. But what does the rest of the crew think? Now that like a spirit is trying to contact us.
I don't fucking know. I mean, hey man, I'm gonna tell you right now. I've done a lot of bad things in my life, and I've gone this long without any fucking ghosts talking to me. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I plan to never talk to a fucking ghost. This is on you.
Well, to be fair,
Alright.
you would be talking to him. It'd be me.
Yeah, but I'd be implicated. I'd be associated with a ghost. I don't want to know about this. Jimmy's gonna get up from the table and just walk away.
Dang.
Silas just takes he puts his hands like kind of in a fist together like at a table, and he leans forward and puts like his chin on his hands. Just goes, John, I've seen a lot of shit in the military, and I have plenty of my own, in quotes, ghosts that haunt me every day. I'm not interested. And then he gets up and walks away too.
Dang.
This is all on John to decide. John is the one who deals with these things.
The choice, damn it.
Oh man. Do I have to give him an answer now?
I mean, you can.
Or could it just be a let's see what happens? Just keep watching and
Not
see if you enjoy the show.
really. Like, you can either accept the bargain. You can try and hide from the demon, but then you lose rep.
Wait, I lose rep from hiding from a demon. Wow.
Yeah, well, your crew loses rep, because you just kind of go into hiding and not do anything until the demon loses interest. Or you can try to find a way to deal with it somehow. But that would probably be actual things like downtime actions or scores or whatever to deal with the demon and make it go away.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. God.
You know what? I'm gonna probably say, okay, let's see what we can do here then.
Oh, so you accept the bargain?
Please.
I mean, there's really no other better way around this, is there?
I mean, you could get haunted at night.
You
Ignore him.
You could say no, like the demon isn't doing anything right now. You could say no and then just.
Good.
So I could just say no and that's it?
Well, then you would have to still find a way to deal with the demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say no, but like you just have to keep it in mind that you have to do something to take care of it. Like there's not. It didn't say I'm gonna haunt you. No, it's not an option.
Okay. Is this a devil's bargain then?
No, this is like the after effects of your actions, of your scores. It might come up during later scores or so. It but.
Shit. Here we go. We're gonna get put through the ringer. We're gonna get put through the ringer, guys. I have a bad feeling about the fact that somebody died. Whoops.
God,
Not
can you
clean
imagine
either.
killing somebody?
Oh. Oh my God, Babu! It's your fault, motherfucker.
And will this solely only be towards me? There, no one else in the crew.
All right, look, you're
will
in our
be
crew.
affected by it.
No, it's interested in your entire crew. Right? It's not just you. It's just contacting you because you're the whisper. You have
And the
the.
messenger.
Yeah.
The context that he gave was that it just was contacted through you.
Yeah. But it's
Gotcha,
interested in your entire crew.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know the other two do not want to deal with any of this then.
Yeah, they told
Because
you as much.
if it was only towards me, then I wouldn't want them to get involved in the affairs. But since it's the entire crew, honestly, no.
I'll also say, John's their own person. They can decide what to do.
I was gonna
John's
say, based on your character's history and traits, whatever, they are not somebody that would.
Yeah. Like, yeah, what is your relationship to demons? Or John's relationship to demons, or their views on demons?
He wants to just study them. He wants to learn what's going on and learn more and more about them.
So maybe having a personal hotline to a demon might be a good thing?
But he's also a little bit logical. So he wouldn't want to like bring and like be like, hey guys, so by the way, here's Chet. our new demon friend. He's gonna be here for a while. Okay, thanks. Bye. And then just have Jimmy try and not kill John in the later process.
I mean, the demon might not destroy you. So all demons kind of have their own desires, right? They're inscrutable because they're like immortal beings that have been around since the dawn of time, etc. So you don't know what they really want. But so like, I mean, if a demon wanted to destroy you guys, it could just come and destroy you guys, right? And at this point, it's really just, okay, maybe it really does just want to trade in whatever information or services or whatever it is for some reason.
I think it's funny. I think you should do it. So the thing is, like, because you said
would Jimmy be like, "Yo, I'm gonna level with you. I'm gonna hurt you."
Yeah.
1000%.
That's well. No, you mean would Jimmy hurt John?
Yeah, like would this be
Why would Jimmy know?
Because he's gonna be around, right? Are they gonna know about this?
How would I know?
I mean,
Unless the demon is like coming up and being like, "Hey there, my name's Samoan John. I'm gonna hang out here and do cool wrestling moves."
Samoa Joe.
I was gonna say Samoa Joe, but I was like, "No, that's too close." But like, there's no, like, I think is John more worried about what the crew will think, or is John more worried about the fucking demon that is a thing that he's been interested in and has studied for so long?
If it was just John and he was with no one else, he would probably be like, "Okay, I'll take this." But now that John is with and actually doing stuff with people, it's like, oh man, I would not want them to burn with me.
How do you know that'll happen? How smart does John think he is?
I mean,
does John think that he would have a grasp on this situation? Does John think that he could? Does John think that he could be like, no, it'll be fine. I know what I'm doing. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm more so saying it's okay for your character to make bad decisions.
It's also not a guarantee that the demon will only keep communicating through John.
And I also think it'd be hilarious if the demon just showed up.
Yeah.
Like, I think I want to stress that there is no reason that you should be worried about the player Bebu or the player Soul thinking you made a wrong decision.
Oh, dude, I've run enough tabletop games and played enough tabletop games. I'm here to have a good time. I don't care if we fail miserably or succeed way more than we should.
I just want you to play like John to the full extent of John.
Oh man, you know what? Then I think John will be a bit selfish and be like, "Okay,
Hell yeah.
I'll do it."
Let's go, John.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything to like invoke in-game events like that
Chaos
revolve around your character, like yes, please.
Look, we made Cheechin happy. Good job, Joe. That definitely isn't like scary.
Oh
Oh no.
All right. So So yeah, so
Jim-
one's
Am I gonna have to ban you from your own channel again?
sure.
You're kidding me.
I just love that. Sure. That immediate response.
So yeah, you hear that? My name is Azarax, and I welcome the steel. And then you get this bad feeling in the back of your neck.
Great.
All right, awesome. Let me just mark that down on the crew that you now have a deal with a demon.
Hell yeah. The devil came down to Barrel Cleft. He was looking to make a deal.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, and with that we're at downtime.
Ooh, yeah.
So, yeah, same things as before, same choices as before. Right, you get the same kind of actions. Something that might be necessary would be trying to reduce the heat a bit.
Yeah.
You still have the integrate the black lungs project that's almost done. And John might want to try and get that cut looked at.
Yeah.
So we already know what one of my things is going to be. It's going to be getting them black lungs with us.
Okay. So what do you do this time?
I think I regale them with the story of how to properly take care of a body if they do accidentally kill someone.
All right.
Yesterday, literally.
Yeah.
So you just kind of hang out with them and teach them the ways of
The ways of
proper of proper drug dealing.
Well, I was gonna say that, but then that would require me to actually have a body to show them. So instead, Jimmy is going to go and accidentally get into a fight while they're nearby,
Okay.
and show them the way around the block,
Okay.
and just show that you don't need a sword, you don't need a knife if you can just put something really heavy on the really squishy parts of somebody's joints.
So, like literally a school of hard knocks.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds like skirmishing.
All right. Bop. Controlled or fortune roll?
Yeah, this is just no consequences or anything.
Fortune roll.
Whoa.
Hey!
That would be a critical. That is way more than necessary.
Does that
Goes in
mean
for
we
the
finally have
overkill.
them boys?
Yeah, you have them boys.
Oh my god. We all get to make up our... How many people were in the Black Lungs? Like 5 or 6?
Something like that, yeah.
Hell yeah.
So how this is done is this is now a cohort. A gang.
Okay.
You have on the top of the crew sheet, you have the cohort
Oh.
section,
Yeah.
right? And these guys, they can be various things, right? So they can be a type of gang. Adepts, which are like scholars, tinkers, chemists, which sounds like
Not these guys.
Oh no.
I think, well, actually, no, the one guy probably is.
Yeah. Or they could be, I mean, you could also kind of say, oh, I've trained them to be something, right? They could be thugs, which are like killers and brawlers. They could be skulks, which are like scouts or thieves. Rovers, which are people who move around, carry stuff around. Or rooks, who are the social type, like con artists, socialites, and such.
So I would say, like, if it was like the majority being the 5 knuckleheads, they would just be like the goon squad. But I'd say the adept, just the one person who was making that crimson, is just really fucking good at alchemy stuff. To the point where they kind of carry the other 5, but they're only doing it because they want to hang out with their friends.
Okay, so they are adepts.
Yes.
A group of adepts. All right. So they get a scale and quality equal to your current crew tier, which is 1. Yeah, or 0, sorry, at this point, because they're not very experienced yet. Damn,
we're still tier 1?
You're tier 0.
Ah, shit, we're still tier 0?
Yeah. All right. So they can have 1 or 2 edges and an equal number of flaws. Edges would be fearsome, right? They have a terrifying reputation. Independent. They can be trusted to make good decisions on their own. Loyal. Or tenacious. They won't be deterred from a task even through failure or hardship. What do you think might fit for these people? And all of you can chip in with ideas.
What are the flaws? I think the flaws would be a better way to start
flaws,
off.
Principled. The cohort has values that it won't betray. Savage. The cohort is excessively violent and cruel. That actually sounds like how you've been grooming them.
That has to be that, yeah. Yeah. It's literally
just...
it's that video of the chimpanzee with an AK-47. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
We just look, yes, I know that video. We just we look away from them for a second and they just turn into gremlins.
Oh god.
This was an advertisement for Rise of the Planet of the Apes, but it's just like a real good clip.
Oh dang.
The clip is so good.
Well, all right, now I'm interested. Ape with AK-47. What the?
Fuck. Love that clip.
Oh god. Wow.
Savage.
Savage, definitely savage. Okay. So yeah, what kind of an edge do you think? Fearsome, independent, loyal, or tenacious?
I mean, I think it would be loyal.
Yeah, sounds about right. I mean, they have been like hanging on your lips the entire time and just looking up to you to guide them.
And are we able to take more flaws to get more edges?
You can take 1 more of each.
What are the rest of the flaws?
Unreliable. Right.
They're not allowed to be unreliable.
Or wild.
I heard everything with a headset. I had to walk away. Jesus.
Cohort is drunken,
AK-47.
debauched, loudmouthed.
No.
Oh no.
Nah, Jimmy would have beaten that out of him.
All right. So I guess a loyal and savage gang of adepts.
Hell yeah.
All right. Which comes in very well because you can use them to help you heal from simple harm, simple wounds, just like the cut that John has sustained.
I was thinking the exact
Oh.
same thing. Yeah.
So how that works is you make a healing roll.
Okay. And then how I do that?
There should just be a button on your check on your thing saying
Oh, that would be under healing.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I have number of dice.
Okay, let me check real quick
Yeah,
how many you
I
get.
think-
Or the quality level of an NPC. So the quality of this gang is 0. So you roll 0 dice.
Okay, so just do submit then.
Mhm.
Just do submit then.
Yeah.
Okay. Rolling.
Oof. So
Oh,
you
no, what
fill
happened?
your healing clock by 1 segment.
Okay.
All right. And when that clock is filled, you recover.
Oops. Okay, there it is. Yep. Yeah, it's just one.
Yeah, let me see if you can do it more than once. I think you can do it more than once if you're willing. So, what you can do is you can spend coin to increase the effect of whatever downtime roll you make. Right? So if you are willing to spend 1 coin, you can get that to 2 segments instead of just 1.
Okay.
And then if you want to, you can try to get healed again. The reason you might want to do this, there's 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is the next score, you won't have that cut to the ribs. Right? That is not gonna
Yeah.
hinder you. The other reason is, should you still have segments in the clock and you take some other harm, the clock gets cleared.
Gotcha, yeah. Okay. So then. Yeah, I'll spend 1 coin.
Mm-hmm. So you get
And
a second segment,
Second segment. Okay, gotcha.
and then you can do another healing check if you want.
Okay. Then just same thing, just healing,
Yep.
and then no dice.
Yep.
All right, submit.
Oof. That's still only
Dang.
1 segment because of the 2.
Gotcha.
You can spend your second coin to fill it
Oh
up.
my gosh.
Buy a lot of expensive tinctures because these dudes are useless.
I don't want to be a hindrance, so I might as well then.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I don't think it'd be a hindrance.
well, as in, like, I don't want it to, like, go back to 0 and be like, well, gonna be wasting even more coin on this. That's what I mean.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I might as well just get fully healed, so that way we're not wasting potential coin, the coin that we need, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll do a full.
All right. So you fill your progress clock.
Yep.
Can clear it now, and you clear your coin, and you can delete the harm you have taken.
Okay. Okay, so I can get rid of the cut ribs.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right.
All right. So that's your 2 actions. Your 2 downtime actions. Soul, do you have any idea what you want to do?
How much down are we on the heat right now?
You are 2 away from getting a wanted level. You're at 7 heat total.
There is a way for. I need to pull up the cheat sheet for reference.
Yeah, you just kind of say what you do to try and reduce heat. It could be anything, really.
Yeah.
Anything that makes sense.
I would say maybe. Can I? Because last time I think we did something like talk to the blue coats, I guess. I don't. But like that's maybe not a very conspicuous way of going about that. Is there, okay? I'm gonna say that Silas goes around and starts talking to people that maybe have some connections with the law enforcement, like the blue coats around the city, to pay them to kind of look the other direction.
Okay.
At least for a bit.
All
or
right.
At least not have it be as much of a priority.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a sway roll, right? You're
Okay.
trying to convince people not to pay attention to you guys.
Okay. Pull up sway. Sway roll, and that's just controlled.
Or just fortune roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
fortune roll.
Yeah.
Got it. Fortune roll standard, no bonus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Hey.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
So you clear 3. Same thing. You can spend a coin to increase the effect to a critical, which would clear 5.
We're at 6.
You're at
We're at
7.
7.
Oh, and we owe Margaret 3 by the end of next session or this session.
Oh, coin? You're at like you still have 4 coin in the stash. You have 2 personal coin.
Oh, I'll use one of my personal coin then.
Okay.
Yeah, works for me. Use one of my personal coin to take some more outfit. It was kind of my character. It
So
was my
you throw a bit of
character's
money
action.
around in addition to convincing people to leave you alone, and that gets a lot of heat off your back. Very nice. All right, I think Bebu and Sol, you still have 1 action each.
Bebu, you want to go next, or you want me to finish mine?
You can
still
go
thinking on it?
first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still thinking.
Yeah. Then let me take a quick look, and I can figure out something real speedy like. Downtime activities. I'm gonna do another train. I did this last week. I
Okay.
want to put another XP on the. I'm gonna keep racking this up on the playbook rack.
Okay.
I want to get some fancy schmancy skills. So that's 1 to that. Okay.
So, question.
Mm-hmm.
We can't add coin to make us mark another XP, can we?
Here's the thing. You can spend 1 coin or 1 rep to get an additional downtime action.
Oh.
So as long as you have money or reputation to spend, like the rep goes down because you're just constantly not doing anything, and people start forgetting about you. Right?
Okay.
You're just sitting at home meditating or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And our downtime actions come before we mark XP and stuff.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
But you can use that to train, right? Don't forget that. You can use downtime actions to do that.
Yeah. And I'm able to do the same downtime action twice.
You can not all of them. Like when you train, you can only train each type once.
Okay, so I can't do like 2 playbooks.
No.
Shit. All right. Damn, you've seen through my tactic.
Yeah, no, I tried to do a repeat action last week too. Yeah. I got hit with the same.
Then one of my downtime actions, I'm gonna mark XP and playbook.
Okay.
Because obviously the goal I needed to get to is the special ability Savage. When you unleash physical violence, it's especially frightening. When you command a frightened target, take +1 dice.
Nice.
That is Jimmy to a T. I need to get there eventually.
Okay.
Oh, I just had a spider.
And then I'm gonna train resolve, which we get 2 points in because of our training, right?
Yeah. That
Okay.
would cost you a coin though, or a rep. Because that would be your third action. You spent one action to get the black lungs on your side?
Oh shit, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, I forgot about them boys.
I already forgot about them. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, I did.
Gaming on them like the entirety of the campaign and calling them like a bunch of chumps and shitlords.
I just needed to get them with us, and now it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah, we've literally been dumpstering them the entire campaign. Like,
Yeah, I'm okay with spending a coin towards that.
oh
All
my
right.
God. You said who?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then
Okay.
those are my downtime activities.
Awesome. All right. Then I would say,
Time.
yeah, XP. I would say we go with XP. Who wants to go first? With XP. Okay.
Alrighty. What do we got going on in XP land?
So, did you mark whenever you did a desperate action? I think so.
Yeah, on stress.
No, not stress. You had 2 desperate rolls, I think,
Yes.
and you marked them both.
Did you take the XP that comes with doing those actions?
Oh, it takes XP to do that.
No,
It gives you
gi-
XP.
Yeah.
Oh, it gives me XP, so I'm full on insight then. 'Cause there were hunt rolls, yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
we marked one, but we didn't mark the second. So you get one more in insight.
I had 4 before the session.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I
Then
have
you're
4
full. You
currently in
had
here, so
2.
I'm
You
full
had
on
2
insight.
desperate. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Dang. Okay, you can clear
Wow.
that right away and put a point somewhere.
Okay, sweet. I will put another point in hunt then.
Okay. By the way, for now, 3 is the maximum you can have.
Okay, because
Right.
of the level we are or something like that.
Yeah, there is a crew advancement you
the
can get called
crew
Mastery.
level.
That allows you to get up to level 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. You addressed a challenge with tracking or violence. You murdered someone, so yeah. that's worth
You're the one who pulled the fucking trigger!
Well, you're right. I mean, okay. Well, you're the one that shouted while I was aiming down the.
It's the same
row of legs
energy.
like bowling balls. Come on.
It's the same energy as like your parent hitting you and going, "Why did you make me do this?"
It's like the meme of the guy shooting the guy's like, how can you do this?
Okay, yeah, no, it was the guy who
Who
pulled
shot
the trigger.
Hannibal?
Yes, you were. But you get 2
It's the guy
XP
shot
for
the
that.
trigger. What?
Yeah.
I'm getting points for this. All right.
Huh?
Yeah.
In
This
what?
game good.
So you can put it into any of the 3 stats or into your playbook, right? You get 2 XP, you can distribute them however you like.
I'll put it in. I'll put it in 2 in resolve.
Okay.
We're getting there with the resolve. I'm
You express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
when I told John I didn't want to fuck with ghosts.
Okay.
Does that count?
You can make it your belief, right? You can write it down in your character sheet and says ghosts are bad news or something like that.
Well, no, it's like the history. I think the way that I like played it off was like, you know, he's like haunted by his past in the military. He doesn't want to be haunted by some freaky demons that are talking to his buddies.
Yeah, sure. Like you can do that retroactively, right?
Yeah.
Especially since you haven't really defined any beliefs or so right now.
Yeah. Aside from the fact that he's like kind of
Bloodlust.
bloodlusty for
Yeah.
sniping people.
Oh, hydrate
from
and
that
stretch.
close.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
At least we haven't done that at all.
Yeah, we haven't. We're so focused. But you can write that down into your notes.
Yeah, I'll just say, haunted by personal ghosts of military past.
All right.
And is avoidant of spectral entities. We'll just go with that.
All right. So yeah, then I would say,
That's,
yeah, you get 1 XP from that, from not wanting to deal with a demon.
I will put another in my playbook advantage.
All right. And then struggle with issues from your vice or traumas. I wouldn't say so this time.
Not exactly, no.
Yeah.
Not this time.
So, like I said, by the way, if you do get a trauma, it does hinder you, but at the same time, if you play off of it, it gives you XP.
Oh, I'm working towards that trauma, baby.
So, double-edged sword. Okay, who's next?
I can go.
All right. So let's see here. Desperate. I think we marked your desperate rolls, right?
Yeah, I did. I only did 1 desperate. I already put it.
Okay. You addressed a challenge with knowledge or arcane power.
Unless shooting is involved, then probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, he handled the demon.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You literally
Right.
fucking dealt with a demon. I think that's
True,
knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
That's knowledge and arcane power. Yeah, okay. You
I
take
didn't even think about that.
take an XP for that. Yeah, good point.
Okay, that's 1 XP.
Yep. And for future reference, you can use a tune. Like I said, the ghost field and such is all around you. It's like a background radiation field kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you can feel free to use a tune to call up all sorts of weird things, and we can work out in the situation if it makes sense or not, right?
Interesting.
So if you have any special ideas for what you might be able to manipulate, like it's not casting spells, so it's not like
Yeah.
D&D casting spells, but it's kind of like reaching into the ghost field to, I don't know, do some poltergeisty thing or whatever might work. You know, we can figure something out. So
I will definitely have to message you about that though.
yeah, so
That seems like a lot of fun.
whenever that comes up, like you guys are free to suggest whatever action comes to mind, right? That's the beauty of this system. You suggest something and then we figure out how the rules work. Okay. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Something on your views on demons and such?
I mean, yeah, if I can continue on with the demon thing, then yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I can study it.
Sure.
I can study and learn more, alright?
I would say, yeah, that's one. And then issues from your vice or trauma, also not yet.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I got 2 from that. Nice.
Nice. Bebu, let's go.
Lego. All right, number 1.
Lego,
Did I
Lego.
address a challenge with violence or coercion? I said I do that a lot of times.
Yeah, definitely. So that's 2 XP.
Okay, put that in the playbook. I expressed my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I would say yes. 1 for my background being, oh, there's a body. I need to take this thing and get it as far away from what the fuck I'm doing right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then linking into that, Jimmy did cross the arms of the guy and close his eyelids and do a quick little prayer expressing his belief in his gods.
Okay.
And even more so on that, as soon as John was like, hey, demons, Jimmy was like, I don't fucking deal with that. Bye.
Okay. Sure.
My only down point is I did not get trauma.
All right. I would say, yeah, that's 2 XP for that. Sure.
Hell yeah. That's Jimmy XP time. So fast.
Dang.
Holy shit, he's a horrible person.
He really is. It's
He's a
amazing.
fucking asshole.
All right. And now the crew. Hold on. I didn't give you guys rep. Why did I not give you guys rep? I totally skipped over this because it's just in text, in block text. It's not a list. You earn 2 rep by default and 1 rep per higher tier and -1 per lower. You get 3 rep for this because you assaulted a tier 1 gang.
Oh, swag.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. I completely missed over that. XP. So, acquire product supply, execute clandestine covert sales, or secure new territory. None of those yet, I would say. You just kind of beat up some other people. Yeah.
Until Jimmy gets to go back to the Jimmy room.
Content
No
with
way the blue coats will
challenges.
think about that.
Content with challenges above your current station? I would say so. You did assault someone on their home turf who had more people than you. So I would say
Dead body.
yeah, that's yeah, first dead body. I'll mark an extra XP for that. Okay.
We get an extra
Bruh.
XP for our first dead body.
Yeah.
I like how
Bruh.
Chichin's like, yeah, you guys are gonna fuck up and get more dead bodies.
No, that's
Wait,
that's
Is that for
yeah.
XP? Is that for XP?
Hmm?
Is that for our personal XP?
No,
or is
no,
that
no,
for
that's
the
crew.
group?
That's crew XP.
Okay, okay,
Yay,
make sure.
baby.
Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. I wouldn't say so as well. Neither inexperienced nor swindler were really part of this operation at all.
Yeah, no.
Express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of this crew. Again, you can come up with something now and see if it fits.
I don't think any of all three of us have separate natures, but I don't think we have a cohesive nature yet.
Okay.
Do you guys agree, or do you guys see something different?
No, I agree with you, honestly.
All
We
right.
all are just kind of like doing our own thing.
Maybe it'll
together.
come with time. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should in DMs figure out what the fuck our goals actually are.
Right
So
now,
far,
you're
it's
just kinda
been-
doing stuff.
Yeah, it's been get money to pay off the lady so that we can have more place to store our drugs.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you do need to pay Margaret 3 coin. So I'll just take that away for now.
Here, put another coin in our stash. Jimmy will use his coin since he was the one that
Oh.
pledged an extra coin to her.
Okay, fair. Right. So your crew is almost ready to advance and almost ready to get more rep. That's good.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. You might want to save up some coin or try to get more coin, because how reputation works is once you get your reputation up, you can increase your tier. But in order to increase your tier, you need to pay money.
Oh, how much money?
Let me see. There is a formula somewhere.
We also need to get a name. We don't have a name yet.
42 tier advancement. I love books with index. An index. Spend coin to increase tier. All right. This is coin equal to the new tier times 8. So since you would be going up to tier 1, that would
Ooh,
be
we need
8
8
coin. Yeah. In new gear, in whatever security measures, in flyers or whatever, you know, bribing people, etc.
All right, so we need to do a big job next time. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. Oh boy.
Yeah, life of a criminal is not easy.
All right. I'm excited.
Damn, well, this is a fun and chaotic session.
Hell yeah.
You finally got your chaotic session, Chichin. How do you feel?
Oh, it's
Word.
probably gonna get way worse.
Oh, it will.
Yeah.
Don't worry. As soon as Jimmy continues down this horrible road, all I'm saying is wait for when Jimmy gets trauma.
Oh dang.
Oh boy.
That's. Oh, go on.
I mean, vicious. You seek out opportunities to hurt people even for no good reason. The man doesn't have this trauma yet. The man has this trauma already. This is already Jimmy.
Yeah, but I mean, the game is built for that, right? It's built for a chaotic criminal gang warfare heist things. So yeah, awesome. All right, this was cool.
Yeah, thank you for GMing.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Session. Thank you.
Always a good time hanging out.
All right, do you guys want to shout yourselves out real quick?
Oh yeah, let's go left or right again.
Hi, my name is Babu _Chan. I do Dungeon World tomorrow at like 5:30 Central Time. It'll be good.
Nice. More non-D&D. Always good.
Hell yeah.
What's up? My name is Soligato. VTuber, V-singer. Putting out some covers soon. A solo one, couple of collabs, and I've got a podcast on Sundays at 2 p.m. EST. Every Sunday. I'm still TBD on this Sunday, but after that, we'll definitely have it back up and running. It is called Soul to Soul, and we typically have on anywhere from face cam streamers to VTubers of any variety. And we do some like standard kind of podcast interview questions, but also like to just goof around and have a good time. So, yeah.
Sounds good.
And last Rockno Joe. Haven't been streaming recently. I'm gonna see what happens with it. I'm actually learning something right now. And I'm getting a lot of new skills, and that's all I can really say.
Awesome.
Swag.
Mystery, let's go.
All right. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow. I hope so. Otherwise, I am going to stream later in the week. Some more old games. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do this again next week.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday.
Hell yeah. I'll be
I don't see
here.
why not.
All right.
I don't see why not. I'll definitely be here.
Okay. So yeah, then let's look for someone to raid and finish up this session. Let's see who's on. Oh, there's
Oh?
like the quarry is going on.
Oh, that's right. I think it's a Quarry collab with, I believe.
Yeah.
Everyone.
With everyone.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, Jinxie. I see Jinxie, Haru, and
It's Jinx, Haru, Bear, Fen,
Bearton there.
Morrow, Merc.
I don't know that a
Merc.
few of them are streaming it. I think I see
Uh,
Jinxie and
Haru's streaming it. We could raid Haru.
Yeah, I don't know that Bear or Merc are streaming it.
I don't see them.
Yeah, so I think it's just Jinxie and Haru that are
Yeah.
streaming it. But yeah, big crew of people.
Yeah. Shades in the dark. What? All right, let's raid Haru. Why not? Haru the Goldie, right? Is that how you?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So yeah. Thank you everyone for being here, and have fun. Take care. Stay hydrated. And bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.